This historical marker tells the story of Alan Brooks. He was a black man who was lynched by a mob in 1910 right here in Dallas. But the story you probably haven't heard is how his death became known nationally. We want to warn you that the images we're about to show are graphic and may be hard to see. It's the heart of Dallas, Main and Akard Streets, bustling with people and businesses. But this normalcy is clouded by another.
Generations today have to know what happened when they walk around in downtown Dallas. They have to realize it's a place of death.
Rick Halprin is SMU's Human Rights Program Director.
I've been teaching human rights courses since 1990.
Each year, telling the story of Alan Brooks, a black man accused of raping a white girl in 1910 and later lynched by a mob.
Dragged, literally, to the old red courthouse in downtown Dallas and then thrown out of the second story of that building.
Still alive, the mob dragged Brooks to Main and Akard and hanged him from what was then Elks Arch in front of thousands.
You know, we can all be appalled looking back on such barbarism in our city and around the country. But in those years, dare I say, it was a norm.
And what was also normal?
Of course, these are the Brooks postcards.
Postcards of the lynching.
Lynching scene, Dallas, March 3rd, 1910.
SMU carrying the only known copy of this postcard showing just 2 hours after Brooks' murder. The back reads in part, at the time this picture was taken, the mob had already left scene and was on their way to the jail after Oates, another Negro victim.
This was done with total impunity. Total impunity. No arrests, no trials, no convictions, no nothing.
And there are others.
Photo after photo of what was happening in this country. No horror is expressed in these postcards. Nobody's writing how they were appalled and shocked and nauseated. It's just, a mocking. Here's a barbecue. Here's what happened. What does that say about who we once were?
And for many like Halprin, who we have yet to be.
The names change. George Floyd. Okay, we know of that because somebody caught it on a cell phone. Rodney King. The most dangerous phrase in any language when it comes to something like this is, I didn't know.
Which is why Halprin says we have to remember.
We have to face this pain, admit wrongdoing, apologize for it, so that hopefully we don't have these kinds of acts in our present.
Our present, a new norm with remnants of a painful past. In Dallas, I'm Brittany Moncrief.